They say every woman carries a secret. Mine began the night I realized I wasn't truly in love. Not with the man I was seeing. I had been with Ryan for nearly a year. He was kind, dependable, the kind of guy everyone calls a good man. But somewhere, buried under routine smiles and planned dates, I felt a void. Then there was Arif, Ryan's best friend. Tall, quiet, effortlessly magnetic. He didn't try to win people over. Yet somehow, he commanded every room without a word. The very first time his eyes met mine, it wasn't casual. It wasn't polite. It was piercing, like he could see through the carefully crafted image I wore around Ryan. I tried to brush it off, convincing myself it was nothing but my imagination playing tricks. But that look lingered. Weeks went by, and every time we crossed paths, the silence between us felt heavier. I'd catch him watching me when no one else noticed, and maybe I started watching him too. Then came the night that changed everything. We were all at my place, relaxing, when Ryan got an urgent call from work. He stood, grabbing his keys, then turned to Arif with a teasing smile and said, "Bro, don't let her get bored. I'll be back in an hour." That hour unraveled everything. At first, we sat apart, Arif thumbing through his phone, and me pretending to watch whatever was on TV. But the quiet between us had weight. My chest felt tight. The room suddenly seemed smaller. "I'll make tea," I said, needing a distraction or maybe an escape. I stepped into the kitchen, trying to focus. But a few moments later, he followed. He didn't stand too close, just far enough to make me aware of him. I could feel the shift in the air. The atmosphere thickened the moment he entered. As I reached the kettle, my fingers trembled. The cup tilted, and hot tea splashed onto the counter. He was by my side instantly. "Are you okay?" He caught my hand, firm, gentle, steady. That touch wasn't just concern. It was a quiet confession. And I didn't pull away. My back met the edge of the counter. He stood only inches away. I glanced up. He was already looking down at me. Neither of us said anything. We didn't need to. Something passed between us in that silence, something irreversible. His hand moved slowly to my waist, hesitant, giving me the chance to stop him. I didn't. I couldn't. I should have pulled back. I knew that. But every part of me leaned into him, like it was the only real thing in my world. When his lips brushed against my neck, I didn't freeze. When his fingers touched the bare skin just beneath my shirt, I didn't flinch. I welcomed it. It wasn't planned. It defied reason, but was raw and honest in a way nothing else in my life felt. We didn't cross every line that night. Clothes stayed on. But something more intimate was stripped away, the thin thread between fidelity and longing. When Ryan returned, we played our parts. We laughed. We smiled. But inside, Arif and I both knew the truth. The next day came and went. No text from him. I didn't message either. Yet, that moment replays in my mind every time I'm alone. I may still care about Ryan, in a quiet, familiar kind of way. But what I felt with Arif, it was different. Real. He wasn't mine. He was just a friend. Ryan's friend. But for those few stolen minutes, he belonged to me. And maybe that's what I was yearning for all along.